DMC's award-winning range of studio monitors delivers unparalleled transparency through advanced transmission line technology. This now includes the new AML2, quite simply the world's leading high-resolution active near-field monitor.
JG Harding here at NAB 2011 for Sound on Sound magazine. I'm here with Colin Stephanie. He's Senior Program Manager for Audition. And I understand Audition's back in the suite with CS 5.5 and it's got some new features too.
That's right. So back in the suite, Production Premium and Master Collection, as well as for sale as a point product. Cross-platform, Mac and Windows both. We've rewritten the program basically from the ground up. So new multi-threaded architecture, multitasking. We've removed a lot of the modality that a lot of audio applications are struggling with. We've added a whole new clip effects workflow and track effects at the same time as well. Robust interchange with Premiere back and forth, as well as OMF and FCXML. We've maintained a lot of Audition's pedigree of DSP, sound reduction, spectral editing as well. So if I go in, spectral view, we've added the drawer, similar to how Sound Booth had the drawer. You now can edit and select and operate on spectral and waveform view as well.
Excellent, that's kind of ideal for removing, say, annoying noises, isn't it? So you've got a little click
That's right.
in your audio, you can isolate it here on the spectral view and cut it out completely.
That's right, yes. And we've added the tools, marquee selections within spectral, as well as things like lasso. So taken from a lot of the other Adobe apps like After Effects and Photoshop. My favorite, healing brush. So it actually gives me a brush tool, which allows me to go in if I find an annoying click, nearest neighbor noise reduction, and interpolation across that gap.
That really is kind of photoshopping sound, isn't it?
It is, yes. And of course, one of the other favorite spectral tools is being able to highlight things and copy and paste sound across the spectrum.
Wow, so if I'm working in Premiere, how does that work, the sort of live synchronization between the two?
Let me show you.
Okay.
So I'm going to open up my project here in Premiere. Okay, so I have Premiere CS 5.5 open. Inside this, I have my export to Audition project. I'm going to bring a sequence I'll bring up. Okay, so nice cut of Premiere. I'm the editor. I've done my job. I have all my clips laid out in the timeline here. Now, I'd like to do a bit more polishing, do some maybe more advanced DSP and that type of thing. So I want to send this over to Audition. I simply can go up to Edit in Audition. I have a choice. I can send one clip over, do noise reduction, send it back, or I can choose a sequence and send the entire sequence over. When I do that, I've now got my sequence. I have some choices of how I'd like to do it. I can send preview video, I can render down clip effects, and send keyframe and volume date information if I've done some track automation, as well as say I want to open this up in Audition. So in the interest of time here, I'll just go ahead and send this over. Yep, so you'll see we'll go over, sets up the sequence, creates the conform, and we will open up an Audition here momentarily. Boom, there you go.
And there it is, you've got your multi-track audio ready to mix.
That's right, exactly. And had I chosen a preview video, that would also be viewable as well in my video panel. So I could do my final mixes now. Let's say I go through, throw some clip effects on, some track effects, do my mixing. Now when I'm ready to send it back, I come up here, say export to Adobe Premiere Pro. And in this, I have a choice now. I can send back stems. I can also choose, if I had buses, to send those as stems back if I was busing. I also can choose to mix the session down. This is one of my favorites. I can send mono, stereo, and a 5.1 file mix. That's also another feature in Audition CS 5.5 is excellent native 5.1 support. Not only a 5.1 reverb, but also a new track panner, which I can show you in a minute here.
So you can actually create your sound edit, basic edit in Premiere, come back round, you make a round trip within Adobe, you never have to leave the sort of Adobe language.
That's right, exactly. And the other thing is the speed at which we go back. Boom. Now, Premiere's going to ask me where I'd like to place this. I can either place new audio track or replace an existing track. My mix downs will come now underneath as a new audio track. Boom. And there they are. So let's say my producer says, hey, I want a different sound effect, or I'd like you to add a fade out at the end, that type of thing. I can come here onto this imported mixdown, say edit original. It'll bounce me back to Audition and reopen the sequence. I have a choice to edit the sequence or edit the file itself.
Excellent.
There you go.
Thanks very much for that's a comprehensive overview. There's definitely a lot to think about there.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.